Welcome back. Former Sustainable Development Minister Dr. James Fletcher, who is also a long-time champion for environmental activism, is calling for the government and the people of St. Lucia to play a role in rescuing the earth from the rapid deterioration which it is currently going through. Dr. Fletcher highlighted two major incidents which have and continue to pose a great threat to the planet's well-being.
Internationally, we see what's happening in the Amazon and the raging fires in the Amazon, which are very, very frightening. The Amazon really represents the lungs of the planet, and if our lungs are clogged up with smoke, if our lungs are burning, then it's not a good sign. Then we've seen what's happening in countries like Greenland and Alaska, where you have polar ice caps melting at an unprecedented rate. And we're hearing that the rate of ice melt in Greenland is not what was expected for another 50 years. It shows you that global warming and climate change are taking place at a rate far faster and more frightening than we anticipated. So these are things that are very, very worrying at the international level.
With that said, Dr. Fletcher indicated that some efforts are being made on the regional scale to tackle some of the environmental issues faced.
At the domestic level, though, there's some good things happening. Just last week, I was in Trinidad doing some work at Panos Caribbean, climate analytics in Carifesta, promoting climate change and what the civil society response should be. So there are things that are happening regionally. You have the Secretary General's Climate Summit coming up in September, the UN Secretary General's Climate Summit coming up in September, where he's asked leaders to come with concrete proposals for what they will do to reduce emissions of greenhouse gases.
Those efforts aside, Dr. Fletcher went on to implore the masses as well as the powers that be to get active and lend a hand in the fight to save planet Earth. He said there is always a need for more efforts in this case as the potential losses are too steep to bear.
There is some action, but clearly we're seeing from what is happening around us that a lot more action, a lot more drastic action is needed, because this is not just climate change anymore, it's a climate emergency, it's a climate crisis. And I think we have to step up our own advocacy. We have to get people really to understand the small roles that every single one of us can play, and also the major roles that our governments need to play in advocating loudly on our behalf for action. Otherwise, in 20, 30, 40 years' time, some of our islands will disappear. There are islands in the Pacific that will disappear. There are parts of our coastline that will disappear. There are people's livelihoods that will be affected. There are diseases that will be impacted with that we're not normally impacted by. So, you know, the situation is serious, and it calls for some serious action on our part.
Since January, more than 70,000 fires have been detected in Brazil's Amazon rainforest, up 84% from the number tracked in 2018. That's according to the country's National Institute for Space Research. Agriculture Minister Ezekiel Joseph, in a statement of support for agriculture and farming constituents, says he's relieved and happy that St. Lucia was spared the adverse impact of Tropical Storm Dorian.
For farmers in particular, he explains, the small stroke of relief does buy some more time to augment hurricane and tropical storm preparations and to fine-tune strategies to protect agri-based livelihoods for the remainder of the hurricane season.
Coming out of the experience last year, tropical storm, good. I'm sure farmers would have realized that as a ministry we started with the support of the government of Taiwan, a tree planting program to create that windbreak in areas that we can establish these windbreaks, and we are using tree crops that are what you call economic value, and not the forest crops that afterwards you still have to come back and cut it. So that program is going on well, and I'm sure, like we have in the past, and we will continue to prepare ourselves as far as mitigating against flooding, doing the necessary drainage works, especially the major drainage outlets on farms and in areas where that is needed.
While climate change continues to be singled out as the reason behind the growing frequency of violent storms hitting the Caribbean islands, Minister Joseph says farmers and fishers need to remain vigilant.
We are happy that we were spared because we can ill afford any tropical storm at this point in time. We can ill afford any storm at this time because the farmers are just recovering from Tropical Storm Kurt, and any negative impact of a storm would really be discouraging, you know, and it will be even more challenging for us as a government and as a ministry to go back and encourage these farmers to establish re-establish the fields.
Minister Joseph said the Agriculture Ministry is working on putting an insurance scheme in place, the details of which needs fine-tuning. Hurricane insurance for the sector is a surefire way to provide an additional layer of protection for agri-livelihoods.
The whole aspect of insurance plays a critical role, and we cannot overemphasize the need for insurance. At a meeting on Thursday last week with Marcy, which was a very good meeting, when I had the opportunity to discuss and to encourage the farmers to look at insurance, I was told that there seems to be some review of the policy, which we believe is good, in the sense that they need to look at how they can reduce on the trigger, because the trigger is 65 miles per hour, and 65 miles per hour is high, and when we experienced last year, we did not experience 65 miles per hour. But farmers will have to understand, if there's any reduction in the trigger, there will be an increase in the premium. But it's something that we have to continue discussing with the respective insurance companies and see what are the possibilities and how we can at least provide that level of safety net, because, like I said, whilst the insurance can never give you 100% of what you lost, but with government support and insurance, it can assist our farmers in getting back on their feet as quickly as possible.
In the meantime, agricultural officials will continue its work on implementing the action plan for growing the sector. From the Ministry of Agriculture, I am Amanda Faye Clark reporting.
According to the World Health Organization, WHO, measles has returned to 4 European nations previously seen as free of the illness. The disease is no longer considered eradicated in Albania, the Czech Republic, Greece, and the UK. Close to 365,000 cases have been reported worldwide this year, almost 3 times as many as in the first half of 2018. Measles is a highly contagious and potentially fatal illness that causes coughing, rashes, and fever. The disease can be prevented through 2 doses of MMR vaccine, which are available for free for all young children. All 4 European nations that have lost their eradication status have extremely high vaccination coverage. The WHO says this is the alarm bell that is ringing around the world, that being able to achieve high national coverage is not enough. It has to be achieved in every community, every family, and for every child. Health experts warn that lies about measles vaccines have allowed the illness to spread in certain areas or communities. In other news, the president of the Grosley Minibus Drivers Association, Danny Edward, is issuing an announcement to the public regarding public transportation ahead of the opening of school come the 2nd of September. Edward advises passengers to make themselves available in good time to ensure they are not left behind and late for school or work.
I just want to put out that to the public, especially come Monday with the reopening of school, that I'm just saying to the public, especially the motoring public that use the Grosley highway, that there's going to be a lot of traffic on this road. There is construction going on. The ministry has a pilot project ongoing. So I'm just appealing to the public that come Monday, if you are working from 9 o'clock, don't come to the bus stop at 8:45. Expect to get to your destination on time. I should advise them that they should be there at least an hour before. And I could guarantee the motoring public that if they get to the bus stop at 7, we will have a bus there to take them to work. But I cannot guarantee them that if they get there at 7:40, 7:45, that there will be buses. And the reason for that is the traffic, and it's not our fault or my driver's fault. It's because of the ongoing construction and what's going on the road. So I just want to appeal to them to try to get to the bus stop a little earlier.
Okay, I have a question for you, unrelated, about the road widening project that's been conducted by the Sandals area. The initial, the end date that was outlined by the Ministry of Infrastructure was before school opens, but from all indication, that's not looking like it's going to happen. Is that going to greatly hamper the minibus drivers' mobility in plying the route?
Yeah, with the Grosley Road, any construction at all, any construction. Sometimes it's just maybe a simple accident and the traffic is crazy. So I'm anticipating that will cause a little delay in the traffic.
The road widening project along the Groseley Highway looks to implement a two-lane system to alleviate the bottleneck issues and reduce traffic congestion. The dynamic duo Rob Taylor and Finesse have officially released the video to their latest track called Living My Best Life. The musicians say the video, which was shot in St. Lucia and directed by St. Lucian Kidel Sonny, captures the essence of chill island vibes. Living My Best Life by Rob Taylor and Finesse is an anthem for anyone living their life and truth unapologetically. The duo fully appreciates that living one's best life is relative. For some, it may be owning your own home or a luxury vehicle. For others, it may be traveling the world. For some, spending time with family, working out, or meditating. Rob Zaya and Finesse say the message of the song is to simply live up to your own standards, whether rich, poor, or in between.
It's a new release from St. Lucia, you know, it's something I think quite authentic, quite genuine, very original as well. It's reggae music as well, and it's just a good, uplifting, feel-good summer anthem type of track, I'd say. What do you say?
I agree. I love the positive message in the song. I love how we got to go to different locations, how we got to meet so many beautiful people. People who we didn't officially ask to be in the video came, and that was honestly very heartwarming, and we appreciate that a lot.
The video for the Living My Best Life single features ladies from the bike life movement, camp dancers, and the lead singer of well-known band Amati, Sky, makes a cameo in the video as well. Rob Zai says the next step is to handle the business side of making it in the music industry. He urges fans to help boost the popularity of the song and the visibility of the video by sharing.
Well, it's a lot of promotion now. You know, we've been putting in the work in terms of not just the music video, but other songs in the studio as well. Putting everything together online in terms of the social media presence, and Press Kit's website's about to be launched as well. So that's really going to be a go-to place for music buyers, promoters, event managers, agents. So really, that's where the work really starts for us right now, in terms of different kind of work, in terms of the marketing and the promotion of the music. And you know, it's a representation of us and a representation of St. Lucia music and today's St. Lucia music. So we want to get it out there. We want people to, you know, to embrace it and make it their own and be proud of it. That, you know, it's something positive, something uplifting coming out of St. Lucia.
The duo says they made a conscious decision to avoid any cliché video locations and give the video a more grassroots feel. The infectiously positive reggae track and fun video have great crossover appeal as well for fans of other genres. You're watching the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. Tennyson Glasgow is up next with the sports news.